What's going on there, everyone, and welcome back to another video with your boy Dracon. Now, as you can see, we're going to be getting our hands on some lovely Dragonlance miniatures from the Shadow of the Dragon Queen. I know it's not the newest set in the whole series, but I look forward to opening these. They kind of got pushed back to the bottom of the table of my miniatures on the review table of shame, where I haven't got to them yet. But we're going to get into them today. Now, if you watch the Red Dragonelle, the Heroes, or the Kender Folk, they were part of this big bundle from Amazon. I thought I'd remind everyone of that, where I said I got a big bundle. And it was a great price, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, until Amazon does that with some of the other sets, yeah, don't look forward to those too much. Because, I mean, like, WizKids is kind of jumping their prices a little bit on the high side. However, we're going to do our best, and we're going to, like, see what we got inside. Now, this is one of those sets where you have these regular boosters there on the right, and then you have the huge booster on the other side of the super booster. And I'm not sure how I feel about it, but at least it comes with two huge creatures inside, so we're going to hope and see what we get. Now, let's open these since we got like 7 boxes to open. I keep forgetting that the last two are merged together. It just throws me off. I'm used to the old classic 8 boxes, but let's get into them and let's see what we got. So first off, jumping into here, we got number 40 out of 49, the Gnome Flinger. Now, this actually kind of took me. I expected probably some type of, actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Armaments, like, you know, maybe trebuchets or cannons, but this one took me by surprise. I've never read the Dragonlance books. I really should. It's a sin that I maybe one day will, you know, atone for, but I laugh at this. This one just made me chuckle when I read it. The Gnome Flinger. I thought it was just a catapult, like a steampunk catapult. But I love how they're like, it's the Gnome Flinger. And I'm just now imagining poor gnomes who are like selected by the boss to be like, you know, you're next, get in the Gnome Flinger. And it's like, oh man. Like, I really feel bad for the gnomes. It's like, that's their job in the army. Ammunition for this Gnome Flinger. So I'm expecting probably, like, honestly, with this set, no giant creatures, like, per se. Because, like, this is a war by the look of it. So I'm expecting more like nobility or soldiers in the regulars and like special things in the large creatures / huge. So let's let's take a look at, like, give it like little, I just gotta give a thumbs up for this. And this one gets my seal of Dracon approval. Like, this is just awesome. It tickles the funny bone. I love the little mesh in the back there, the like little ropes that like just, or are those chains? Might be chains, but I think ropes are better for tension if I'm correct. But yeah, I just love that. I love how they did that with this model. Yeah, it's just such a nice model. Sorry about that. I had to keep moving it. It was off kilter. But anyway, I love the little like metallic parts, nice little brass, and I can't really ask for much more. I wish there was maybe like a little more battle damage to the wood on this, but otherwise, very solid large miniature to start off with. Very nice. So number 40 out of 49, the Gnome Flinger. Let's get on to the mediums of the first box. Here we have number 21 out of 49, Benares the Younger. Now, like I said, I don't know the lore, but you know what? A very nice noble model, as you can see. He's got some good paint work. Pretty clean. A little bit of scuffage on the outfit. I mean, you'd expect a little bit since you're in war. You're never going to be perfectly clean. I find it sad that all he's got for a weapon is that small, like, rapier-esque saber. I personally would go into battle with at least, like, a normal broadsword or a long sword. But, hey, that's just my opinion. I mean, maybe that's, you know, he's a duelist. I don't know. There is that class of dueling in there and stuff, and maybe he's one of those, like, fancy boys. I mean, he's got the little fancy sleeves and all that. Definitely a nobleman, or at least like a leader of some sort. Or just someone who's, you know, drinks his own Kool-Aid on, like, I'm cooler than you and get over it. And I'm just better. Could be one of those characters. Now, if you know the story and maybe you know about him, throw him in the comments down below. I'd love to know about it. But, yeah, pretty nice. Let's move on to the next one. So here we have Ancelon Human A, number 2 out of 49. And as you can see, it's a nice, okay sculpted woman model. I assume she's a bard. She's got a big fur coat on. I'm not sure what her role would be in an army. Maybe playing music for the soldiers to give an uplifting feel. I'm not sure. But her paint job is a little okay. I mean, I expected a little cleaner. You can see it's got a little bit of spots here where the white has kind of run off the fur part onto the coat. A little bit of, like, you know, a little over. But, I mean, overall, though, not bad. Not bad. Good idea. They made a bard character. I mean, I don't know what her lore is. I don't know if she's special or if she's just like a regular person. That she is an A. So there could be a B model for her inside this set. Not sure. I wish the fur on her coat was a little cleaner. It's a little too dirty for my liking in this. It's just getting a little washed away with the brown on her coat. But Otherwise, though, not a bad paint job. And I don't know if this is a person or I don't know if it's a man or woman. I can't tell. When they put these giganto coats on them, they give them a pretty face like that. It could be I'm wrong. Like I said, I don't know the lore. If you know and I'm wrong, throw it in the comments down below. I'd love to know. But let's get to the last model of this box and then get to the next box. Okay, here we have Dragon Army Soldier, number 1 out of 49. And I gotta say, yeah, the paint job is pretty rough on the face of this one. Armor is simple, but not bad. I don't hate the armor and the metal bits. Those are okay. The blue is standard simple. The boots, I wish were not the same color as the pants, because, you know, it is what that is. It's annoying when you have the same color, because it just washes out details. And, because, I mean, look at that. You got these lovely, like, cuffed boots, but you wouldn't even know they were cuffed boots. You would just think that's just or pants coming off over the edge. And he's got, like, knee pads on, but because they painted it all leather, you can't tell it. You can't see it that well. Like, I can get those are leather knee pads, fine. But make them different color than the freaking pants. He's got, like, some eye patch or something. The hairline on him looks good. I don't know why it looks that weird. I mean, no one's hair does that in real life unless they cut it that way. And I don't think this guy had planned to make himself look like an idiot, but I don't know. I throw this one as, like, this one's a very needs more work. Like, this should have came to the, like, what do they call them? This should have came to product review, and they should have been like, do this, and make it better, then bring it back for another look. Because, yeah, like, I mean, look inside, like, where this chainmail is. It's silver all the way in there. There's no shadowing. Like, they could have made that black to represent, like, you know, going into the void of the arm, like, thing. Like, you know, make voids and stuff. Kind of need those in certain models. I don't know why his hair brushes down like that. I think it's actually his hair now I'm looking at. That's not an eye patch. This is hair. That's just, either poor painting or poor model design. But, so this one I'm going to say with WizKids, I'm disappointed with this one. The other ones are better. The woman was okay. The nobleman in the first one so far is the best of the box. Of course, all of them are nothing next to the gnome flinger. I love the gnome flinger. Just, something about just saying, get the gnome flinger. Just, oh man, it just hits a funny bone. Okay, let's get to the next box though, folks. Okay, so first when I was opening this box, thought crossed the old-minded Drake on here was, oh man, what if I don't get any dragons in this? And well, I guess the game thought that this was important because they gave me a dragon man. So you know what? It's not a dragon, but I'll take it. Because here we have Captain Husk, number 37 out of 49. And you know what? This model, unlike the other ones, does not disappoint. We have a cool dragon man with some nice paint applications and effects on him. Cool pose, the whole pointing and leading his men to battle. It looks like he'd be a captain, you know, giving his men the charge order. And I like it. You know what? I'll take it. This one, hey, this makes up for that ugly soldier, because that soldier was quite ugly. But one more thing I noticed in this box when I opened it, there was no large model in this. Now, I don't know if that was an oversight on, you know, the people loading these things, making these things, or what. I don't know if the set has the chance of having all small models instead of any big ones, but, dang, that's kind of I don't know if that's an issue. I mean, I did get this cool Dragon Man, so he'll probably be expensive like they always are because they're considered rare. But next time I really do hope they kind of look into that and make sure they're not getting too many of these issues where it's like, boom, here's we're missing a large model, because I kind of wanted it. But anyway, let's get to the next ones in the box. Actually, before I send them away, I did notice one thing. You can see they added too much white paint in his teeth there. They actually missed the top of his teeth, and then they let it kind of go down his face. So, okay, that is a little error I wanted to point out before I moved on, because, dang it, WizKids, I thought we were getting better at this. I expected better from the paints. Come on, guys. But anyway, let's move on. So here we have number 6 out of 49, the Qualinesti Elf. And, you know, at first, when I looked at it from the front, I thought we were going to get something very nice. And then WizKids let their paint job kind of prove itself. Now, look, at first, I'm fine with having an elf warrior where she's not, like, super dulled up in the woodlands with, like, just green accents. I'm fine with that. As you can see, she looks nice. I like her design. Simplistic. She's pointing, leading to battle with her axe, ready to go, and, like, kind of almost like a barbarian equivalency of an elf. Got her little green cloak on to get the forest touch in there, but look at her hair there. There is spots of flash tone. Come on, WizKids. I bet someone was touching up her ears, and I can see the back of her ears are pretty brown. I think someone was trying to paint her ears, and they touched up, and they just said, oops, whoopsie, whatever. Honestly, that saddens me. I'm probably going to honestly have to take this model myself, go in and touch up the skin parts, because you can see some of them look really really browned, and then they got metal bits, and like her finger looks discolored. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, I think there's supposed to be like a marking on her face. I'm not sure, but like there's a line there that looks like it could be a shadow. It might be a shadow line. I could be overthinking it. But it's just like, I'm fine with the cloak having a bit different. Like I said, they're in combat. But like, get the flesh tones right, guys. Get these flesh tones right. Stop putting flesh tone in the hair. Like, look at it. It's an obvious little dots of flesh tone in her hair. That's not, that's bad. That's bad. Naughty. Gosh. Anyway. Let's move on. And here we have number 20 out of 49, the Kender Vampire. So first, okay. Not bad. I mean, it's a Kender. Small little tiny folk. Oh, my camera's adjusting. Sorry about that. I had to fix a quick little focus issue. But as you can see, she's simple design. She looks like a Kender that's sneaking along, which I guess a vampire would do. Could this be better? Yeah, it could. I don't like how it's all blue. I don't like the just muddled blue with little dark brown accents. I would have liked, like dark blue with maybe gray pants. Offset some colors here. Like I said, again, show off some detail in the ripples on the line work and such. Her arms are very basic. I wish they were a little cleaner. She is a vampire. They're not like super dirty people. Like they don't get covered in dirt. Vampires are very proud of themselves. They're very prideful. Her mouth, as you can see there, is very white. I don't know if that's because she's snarling or if they just put a lot of paint on her mouth. I didn't really look it up that much. Her eyes are very simple. They're very squinty. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. I like that it's a blonde folk instead of like, your standard brown-haired person all the time. It's nice they chose a blonde female to be the Kender Vampire. I wish there was just a little more there. I kind of want more. This is just kind of basic. And the price these sets go for, I mean, come on. Those kids, come on. And here we go with another one. Number 12 out of 49, the White. As you saw there, he had a big old cartoony grin. Not sure how I feel about that on a undead good warrior. Like, I know they're a good... Now, I covered this before. I don't know how I feel about undeads having goofy, cartoony faces. You can see some of the blue even got up on some of his armor plating there, so this bluish skin tone is not all where it should be. I mean, the back of his shield looks rough. You can see he's got on his shield. This model set so far, guys, we're getting a lot of rough models. We're getting rough paint jobs. I don't know if that's a toothy grin because he's smiling, because look at the curvature. It looks like he's smiling. I don't think that's a skull face. I honestly don't like this white. I like the older whites. They look better. They didn't have this cartoony red that's just unsettling in the paint job. Like, I don't understand. Like, how hard is it to paint an undead warrior in simple armor and get him done? Here's what I would have done, because it looks like they didn't do it right. They must have painted his armor and pants and stuff at different intervals. I don't do that when I do paint jobs. Like skin tone, I will do first. The reason why is so it does not go up on top of skin and armor, or clothes and armor. It's frustrating to have that happen. You can even see it in his hair job back there. It's just, I want to like this model. I really do, but it's rough. It's rough. So far, I'm looking at a set that, other than like the captain and the noble, I'm feeling I might have to take a paintbrush myself, go in and touch them up and fix them. And no offense to WizKids, I don't want to have to buy models that I gotta fix to make them look nice on the tabletop. Granted, I know a lot of people go, oh, well, it looks fine from the table from a distance, but I want them looking good. I mean, look how close I'm getting you guys to them to see them. This isn't like, oh, look at it from the tabletop. No, I'm getting you right up in that model's face to look at it. You are seeing the details. You are seeing the brushwork. I just want more of the brushwork seen. We had it in Snowbound. We had it in Sand and Stone. Where did it go? But let's move on to the next box. Maybe that'll make me feel better. Maybe I'll be surprised. Okay, guys, we just got our first duplicate. And as you can see, versus that first one, this one looks normal. I don't hate his blending on this one. So this is what's bothering me. Consistency, WizKids. This one still has those same issues. There could be more paint added to this one. However, it looks better. I don't know what happened to that first one. I hope WizKid sees this video, because, dear God, if you guys know how to get to there, share it with them or something, because, Christ, this one looks good. Even though it does not have any colors to help differentiate. You can see the detail better. The other one looked, honestly, like it had been hit with a heat gun. and melted a little. Look, his eye, you can see his other eye. It's not just covered by brown paint that looks like it was sloshed down into there. He has two eyes. He has a mouth. He has ridges in his hairline. The pants and the freaking boots even look more like you can see the differences. I don't know what's going on, WizKids, but here we go. The Dragon Soldier, once again, at least this one looks goddamn good. The other one, if I touch him up, now I'm going to have to make him look different. Like, I'm going to give him black hair or something and make him look different, fix his pants and something. Because, like, Christ, come on, WizKids. For the money you're charging for these models, regardless, you're like, oh, we got to make hundreds of them. Come on. You can see a brown swash right there with the pants and the shirt. You messed that one up because of it. And it's a shame because this one looks nice. I like the look on this model. He actually looks nice and his proportions are good and his details are showing. WizKids, come on. You're driving me up a fucking wall here. Here we have number 4 out of 49, the Thorbarden Dwarf. Now, I don't know what that means. Like I said, don't know the lore, but, you know, not a bad looking little dwarf character. Definitely could be usable for an NPC or an PC in a game for their model, their dwarf character. So I really like it. I like how he's got the pickaxe, he's got the boots, got a nice little orange backpack and orange vest. I don't know why with his shirt, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be part of the orange vest, and it wasn't supposed to be a vest, because, like, you can see there's two different sleeves, there's some blue getting on the leather, his pants are the same problem with the orange flowing onto the, or his brown flowing on the orange. The metal on his boots, you can see it has a little bit of a extra flash. I don't know if this is a male or female, the long hair, but, like, you know, I guess because of that, you can make it either or. So, nice that it's multi-sex usage. I wish the backpack had brown leather straps instead of orange straps and just make this big orange character. He looks like Emmett from the Lego movie, but a dwarf. Okay. Not bad. WizKids. Also, he's too shiny. I don't know why he's so shiny. Why does he look like he's been doused in oil on his clothes and everything? Like, come on. The pickaxe, though, looks good. I like the pickaxe. I'm fine with the, like, sort of glossy wood there because it's a weapon. Or, well, actually, it's a tool. But, you know, it's a nice tool, like, obviously. And at least, you know, his facial details aren't bad. Well, anyway, at least another okay one. Not too bad, WizKids, but dang. And for the record, this is another box that did not have another large model in it. What is going on? If I wanted to buy just a bunch of small, medium characters, I would go to Miniature Market or, like, a game store and just buy the loose models myself. But let's move on. So here we have the Ancelon Human. 11 out of 49. And, okay, where would I begin with this? Let me think. I would say not too bad. I wish they didn't do brown and a purplish maroon because you can see it's very close to their color types. So any of the spots, like, I mean, simple spots that would have been touched would have been nice. I wish the bow was a different color than her leather of her body. I wish the blue top was like maybe had some blue pants to go with it. Behind her leather pieces, I wish the leg greaves actually had metal instead of leather. Maybe I know it's like, but leather allows for better movement. I get that, but I need colorational differences. Like those ridges, make those metal. Like, come on, WizKids. Like something has to be different. There needs to be some variety. Otherwise, you're getting this washed out model. And you got paint on her top for ears. I don't know if she's supposed to be like have more ear than that, but like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Better than the freaking first Dragon Soldier Army guy. Better than him full forward. Even a little better than the last human female we had. However, I wish she was better. And another thing too, why is only her like other hand have fingerless gloves? If you're gonna do fingerless gloves, make it so it's both sides. I mean, oh wait, actually, okay, good, they are on both sides. I just wasn't paying attention. I'm just stuck in this whole like, why couldn't you make the arrows have green flocks, green for the flocking on the arrows? Why not? Why couldn't the fletchings be green to give it some colorational difference? Why couldn't she have had different colored pants? Why couldn't the like scale mail looking stuff on her like chest region for her chest piece be, I don't know, a dragon skin color, like maybe purple or maybe a green dragon or a black dragon, something to make it different. We need variety here, WizKids. A few colors does not count as a very great painted miniature. Trust me, I could paint something that's simple too, and I have done that before. But even my simple paint jobs have more than 2 colors for a body. Because, I mean, look at that. There's only like 2 colors. And you could be like, oh, what are the fingers for the fingers? And no. That doesn't count. Those are touches. And also you can see they definitely didn't do her hair right because she's got a huge neck with that look. Another model that I'll probably honestly go in and touch it to make it look better. And make it look like it should be. Come on, WizKids. And here we have number 38 out of 49, Demilin. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this model. I'm not sure if her face is off, the fireball effect's off, her cloak looks really poorly painted. It looks super dirty, like more dirty than it should be. I don't know why it's that dirty. Like there's just too much wash on it, like way too much. They should have took a towel or something or a paper towel, wipe some of that away. Like, God, I don't know what's going on. WizKids, you are disappointing me. These sets aren't worth it if this is what you're gonna do. Her right shoulder looks better than her left shoulder, but that still looks bad because I can't tell if that's just her skin coming through or what. Like, and then she's got like either a mask or that's her face, and you can see the skin tones going off into the robe. Like, I'm gonna honestly have to sit there and touch these models up. And look at the fireball. You had like a translucent effect, and now it's messed up because her hand is like melting like wax onto it. Like, what's going on here, WizKids? So far, this box has been a crap load. I'm gonna have to fix models. Oy vey. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing right now because of this character. Number 3 out of 49, the Kender. And he's carrying, I don't know what the hell he's carrying. I don't know if that's a whip. I don't know if that's a spear. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a sling. I think I had a Kender in the old one that had this thing. I think this Kender in the promo was better than this one. It's literally looks like Robin from old Batman. I'm literally getting a gee willikers Batman like crap moment. Oh my God, I just can't. I can't with this one. He's poorly painted. He looks ridiculous. There's no detail going on. He looks completely stupid. I'm sorry. This one's a fail. It's like the first Dragon Soldier. He just looks terrible. He's got bendy weapon syndrome, so I give him that. But like that's supposed to be like Usopp level, you know, super slingshot thing. And it looks crappy. You have no detail. You didn't color the freaking differences. You could have made the staff wood, then the top part metal, and then a soft metal or another wood to make it so it's flexible with like some type of roping to be, or, you know, some type of elastic to be in there. But no, we didn't. And then you just gave him a little black bag to match the rest of it and black straps. And then you said, oh, let's give him green, red, and yellow to look like he's a goofy fantasy Robin. Oh my God. Why? I'm just getting old Rob with the short shorts thing. Like, God dang it, Wizards. This right here is just, for the price you're paying for these sets, this is unacceptable. I'm sorry. You should have copied the Kender from the Kender promo set that I reviewed and just used him. He looked better. This looks disgusting. I don't even know if he's supposed to be wearing gloves. I can't tell. There's like a little ridge in his arm. I'm not sure, but oh my God, he just looks horrible. I can't tell if he's supposed to be wearing like one of those like large fabric sort of like paddings on the side of his legs and stuff. I don't know what's going on there. He just looks horrible. Now, granted, you might have said, oh, but he's a really cool character in the story. Yeah, but you know what? His mini looks just stupid. Very dumb. I'm honestly not even happy I got this one, but whatever. Let's move on. And another box, once again, that didn't have a large model in it. It apparently is a thing. I don't like it. Like, I was expecting, like, large artillery pieces or cool set pieces, but whatever. But yes, here we are with Ancelon Human B. Thank you, God. Some painter at your company got off their butt and did their job. This character looks pretty nicely painted. Granted, I would like some more colors. However, there is enough to have a character that has some style here. Ancelon Human B looks good. There's not a lot of bleeding over colors as much as like on the other Ancelon Human. And if they are, they did it in a way that you honestly wouldn't notice. She has great line control. A little bit on her pants and her cloak there, but you know, that could be whatever. She's got giant fluffy pants, or giant, like, you know, flowy pants. She's got her sword. I wish there was some metal on the hilt or on the handle and the, you know, up to the guard, but I'll take it. She's got a little ribbon, the little headpiece. You know, honestly, this one is good. Thank God some painter got off their rear and said, no, I want models that I can be proud of. At least you can be proud of this one. Thank goodness some painters actually seem to be getting their head out of their rear ends for some of it. Here we have the white-robed mage of high sorcery, number 18 out of 49. Okay, I wish they had done a little bit of gray, a little bit different color whites instead of just matte whiting the whole thing and then hitting it with a wash or something or missing spots, because the white application on this one is not that good. The hair's okay. The fact she has skin tone is great. We're not like just seeing paint blobbed over and going, oh no, she has no hands or anything, all gloves and, mask. Oh, God, thank God it didn't just do that. Now, like I said, I would have liked fur, like Army Painter's fur color on her neck piece, because it looks like it should be, or on that like sort of her top piece to make it different. Now the glass ball looks okay, but you can see it's kind of going onto the hands. I don't know how that happens. It's supposed to be like a translucent plastic, but you can see it's on her fingertips or something. I don't know what's going on with that. That's a little off-putting to me. But you know what? She's still better than the Kender, so I'll take it. It's not the most amazing, but at least we're getting something that I could just at least use the way it is and not worry about it. So, and I gotta say right now, I'll say it at the end, but I'm gonna say right now, dang, this set is kind of making me a little mad here. Here we have one I actually wanted. Number 23 out of 49, the Dragon Egg. Now it's an egg inside of a chest. Now, you do notice a little line in there, but I'm going to let that slide because I've seen some felt... Okay, never mind. You can see that spot right there. God dang it. I don't want to have touched up, and I'm not going to because it's just going to be such a hassle with a small model. But at least it's something good. Something I actually like. We're not just getting another person with horrible paint job. We're at least getting a nice piece that any dragon player would want. Like, so for any of your campaigns where you have a dragon egg as an item that people could buy, get from a nest, this would be a good representation for it. Granted, you can make dragon egg nests and stuff very easily, but like, at least this one makes sense. Thank God, something different. Because like I said, I'm just sad right now that mostly I'm getting just humanoids and no like artillery pieces, like no large pieces, but at least this is one I actually did want. I'm kind of glad I didn't buy it separate to get just the dragon egg, because there'd just be another chestnut to go through. Okay, let's get to the, third to last box, and hopefully somewhere we're going to get a surprise that's going to actually wow me. So here we have number 28 out of 49, and at least we got another large model, so finally. But it's a warhorse. Okay. Is this necessarily bad? No. If you have a wagon, you need a horse, here you go, you can use this. But is it something that really needs to be in the set that's so expensive? A war drake would have been cooler, since it's a dragon war. But no, we chose a standard warhorse, and as you can see, there are painting issues. Right there's some brown on his facial armor. His hooves have black on that fur, which is dumb because it should have been brown, flowing over the hooves because it looks like a draft horse, which someone doesn't know they're freaking painting. Once again, I am literally thinking I should get a hold of WizKids and tell them, because like, look, there's some chainmail leaking over onto the brown. It looks bad. There are things that should be like leather. It's like gray, so it just blends in with the silver. Look, there's some brown on the freaking saddle where I bet it wasn't supposed to be there. And look, there's a sword where you have a silver handle without like anything on the handle itself, like the actual like leather part or wrapping. And then the sheath and the scabbard is also gray. It's just so great. Yeah, I know I made that horrible joke. Like the ears could have also used a little bit of pink in them to give them color. The nose could have used a little bit of color. The inside of the nose at least. Like, God, there's so much missed potential to make a warhorse model look good. This is a mediocre warhorse. I'm sorry. I know you're probably like, man, Dracon, you are just ripping on them today. And I am. Because these models, being as expensive as WizKids wants them to be, you have to want a precedence in what you're getting. The quality is not there, or someone is not doing their job. But let's move on. Well, someone wants to prove me right that WizKids really doesn't do effort with their quality testing, or the fact they're sending duplicates. Because here we have that same Elvis before, and she looks better! She looks better! I don't know what... Is this a thing? The same model, same number, but she looks better. Granted, little bit of painting issues, once again, like, back of the ears are brown. At least, but her hands are clean. Her face is clean. The fronts of her ears that you'll see are clean. The axe is cleaner. Her clothes are cleaner. Okay, there's a little bit of paint going under her arm into the van brace, but still, Like, what the hell? What's going on, WizKids? Why can we not keep this level of consistency? This one I wouldn't touch up, even though it needs a little bit, but I would leave it alone. Because it's fine enough. The other one, what the heck? Someone needs to go through the product testing crew of people or whoever's doing this stuff and tell them they're not doing their job right. This one I'm fine with. The second Dragon Soldier I'm fine with. But the first two of these duplicates, and the fact there are duplicates of two already, kind of drives me up a wall for what the price of this booster bricks are and everything. And even the singles, like boosters. Like, come on. WizKids, this is getting ridiculous. Stop Games Workshopping our ass. I know, someone's going to be like, whoa, whoa. I'm like, no, this is Games Workshop level bullcrap. You're going to paint stuff like this and have this kind of crap get through the cracks, but you're going to also charge an arm and a leg for it. Come on. I know the economy, as of the point of making this video, is a little bit on the iffy side, but this is bullcrap. Straight up bullcrap. I'll walk out into a bull pasture and find this on the ground type crap. Jesus. Let's move on. Okay, so here we have number 5 out of 49, Mount Evermind the Gnome. Mount Evermind Gnome. Don't know what any of that means. I don't know why her hair is blue. I actually don't mind the blue hair because it's different. But here we go. Guess what I'm not going to like about this model, guys? Take a wild guess. I'll give you a second. You know, mark this spot in the video when you send it at 31 minutes and 14 seconds, whatever. Like, you know, what I don't like. Everything is the same color. I get it. She's a worker. Why should she wear different colors like pretty colors? That's not it. I just want variations, like a green top and gray pants. Something different. But she's a gnome and she's small. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's too hard for the painters. Maybe they're just getting really, really hard to do their jobs. I don't know. Otherwise, you know, at least she's different than the others. They could do a little bit more, you know, actual cleaner application. I don't know why they charge so much for these models when they're going to give us stuff like this and expect us to keep coming back. WizKids, you're starting to make me think you're dropping the ball now. So here we have Knight of Solamnia. I would go through the numbers, but you know what? No, I'll go through the numbers. He's number 15 out of 49. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Well, he's an armored knight, so thank goodness he's all he's all metaled up here with a simple blue cape. I wish there wasn't a little much darkness in his hair, but whatever. Okay, he's got a mustache effect going. Got the little twirly mustache. Okay, something to look forward to. Got a cool helmet. Little bit of overkill on that white there. You can see it splashing over there. And, oh boy, his face could be a little cleaner. Overall, though, from the distance, he doesn't look bad. But, like, I'm sorry. I'm just losing faith in this set because it's all humanoids. We're getting humans and elves and stuff, but we're not getting any artillery or anything with these sets. It's kind of disappointing. We got a second big guy, and it was a horse. Ugh. Anyway, he looks good. He's not amazing, but he's, you know, he's mediocre. He's about average. So at least there's that for him. Let's move on to the second to last regular booster, and then we'll hopefully this super booster will blow me away. Dear God, it needs to. Okay, and here we have Skeleton, number 9 out of 49, a skeleton knight. Or, well, he's just a skeleton, but he's got, like, you know, leather armor. Now, with these things, I'm not super worried about the paint application being clean, because remember, he is your standard skeleton who's going to get slapped and smacked and broken up into pieces, and, you know, they're going to get the bone joke and stuff, where it's like, oh, you're going to become a pile of bones, you know, I got a bone to pick with you type jokes. And he's got, like, a little cheap, like, I guess you'd, like, call it very poorly made, just chunky metal axe. I wish there was a little bit of, as you can see, since they put ridging on there, I wish they'd put a little leather on that. But you know what? Simple skeleton. At least he's not another human that's poorly painted. At least he's a skeleton that's all beat up anyway, because skeletons are supposed to be beat up and kind of look rough. It kind of works for a skeleton miniature. And here we actually have a model that has a nice clean facial paint job. The Black-Robed Mage of High Sorcery. Hey, now, not sure if she was supposed to have something in her hand. Might have to look up this model separate and see, because she's got, like, her hand looks like she's gripping something, but nothing's there. She is Kender-sized. She's just got these very big, poofy black robes on that make her look bigger, but yeah, she's not normal human-sized comparatively to other models. She's like a Kender. She's got that sort of, like, squatty or smaller body. But like I said, simple black robe mage. I wish there was a little bit more coloration in there other than black, even like some dark grays just to help offset. But as you can see though, very nice clean facial paint. The hands are good enough. I'm not hating it. I mean, there is that one derpy eye that slightly throws me off, but it also works from other angles. It works. Maybe that's why. But like, I think she's supposed to have something in her hand because she looks like she's focusing at something in her hand with her eyes. And I'm not sure if that's like when I got that mic, that was missing an arm and stuff where I'm like, like, it's the whole joke of like, the camera took a picture, but it didn't flash type joke. Huh. Oh, well, at least it's something different at least. So moving on. And here we have Caradoc of the Knights, number 25 out of 49. And, thank God he does not look like I want to throw him down the stairs. Now, the scroll in his hands, yeah, you can see there's point going onto his hand from the scroll. And some of his application is a little rough, but you know what? At least he's got a good head sculpt going. He's bald, different than always being a haired character, so something different. He is a named character, so I don't know if that makes him special in any way. I don't know the lore of this story. Why does his hair look like... Okay, never mind. I thought I saw an edge on his head, but I was like, that was weird. But yeah, nice, simple knight character. I can't hate this one. I don't know what the heck is in his hand. Maybe it's not a scroll. I don't know what that is. Is that a bone or something? Because I want to think it's a scroll, but then it could be like a bone, but I don't know. Someone tell me what he's doing. I don't know if he's like a messenger or something, but here we go. Something different, and at least it's not too bad looking. Here we have a skeleton warrior, skeleton mount, number 22 out of 49, with a big weapon, metal armor. I don't know why he has horns. I think that's actually the armor. I don't think it's actually from his skeleton. Yeah, because I'm going to say he'd have a skeleton tail since it's Dragonlance. But anyway, not bad. I like it. Simplistic. He's a skeleton. You're not supposed to really have them be super amazing. If you wanted to, since most other skeletons are just clad in crappy armor stuff, he's at least wearing a kind of full set. So you can make him like a general in skeletons or like a lieutenant or something. I don't know why it's his mount. He doesn't have a mount option to like take his legs off and put him on the back of another model thing. Really weird. But yeah. Okay, let's open up let's get to the last box. And we're getting to the final, how I feel about this set. Well, guess what, guys? Dracon got lucky. The Super Booster pulled clutch and is the only thing that made the set really worth it. Here we have a dragon. That's right, my dragon luck seems to continue. I got another dragon. Or did I get more? I haven't looked at the other one in the booster yet, but I'm having feelings, I'm hoping, because I see it comes in 2 pieces, like this one did. But yeah, we got a cool young green dragon. Now, as you know, with young dragons like this, I don't call them young dragons. I actually use them as sub-adults, because they're on a huge base, granted with the white ring, but I like to think of this as the in-between of a young dragon and a adult dragon. Like, this is that sub-stage, the stage in between, like you get in like survival games where, sub-adult, then adult, that kind of thing. And I like it. I really like it. It's a nice dynamic pose. It's cool. They have that lovely big chunky base to help make it so it's never going to fall off. The wings are not fully put on just because I need them for storage purposing to have them removable. Maybe like when I get around to having a spot for him to be on a shelf with other flying dragons, I'll do it. But, really nice. And he's got great details. As you can see, he's got lovely, lovely modeling going on here. Lovely bits, good paint application. Thank goodness they didn't just like half-ass this paint job. Do I wish the like frill in between his, neck spikes there was a little bit colored? Yes, but I'll take what I can get. Well, let's move on. Okay, and here we have number 45, Belafan, and yes, the dragon luck of Dracon continues! Another cool dragon, and it's a blue dragon. Weird how its wings and lower belly are painted similar to one of how I painted a young dragon before. WizKids, are you getting ideas from me? You cheeky dogs. Because you know what? This one is painted well. There's grunge to it, but the right kind of grunge. This is what I want. It looks like a dragon in mid-battle. I don't know the lore of Belafin. I don't know who this named character is. It's weird to get a named dragon character, like, a Charlatan. I kind of like the golden, wrist pieces, the kind of golden headpiece thing there. I like that kind of stuff. It's very simple, and I love how it's also on the ground. It helps make a dragon more intimidating when it's not just in the air and, you can't see it up close. This is on the ground. You're right up in this thing's face. It's going to kill you. It's going to grab you with those teeth, ram you with the horn, or just step on you, or just simply wing blast you into hell, or tail slap you to death, or lightning blast you. And I like the dynamic pose. It's got a good pose here. It looks good. I like it. This kind of dragon is what I want to see more from Wizards. like I said, the green one was great too. But this one, this one here is the MVP of the set. Not only is it a blue dragon, which I do like blues. They're my second favorite after the reds. Shocking. Ha! No pun intended. But I gotta say, these are awesome. I'm glad I got them in my booster because I'm not going to buy these separately because I know they're going to be expensive. The young green dragon and this blue dragon, especially being a named blue dragon, so having probably more significance with having golden armor pieces and a crown and stuff, probably would mean this thing is probably going to run itself like $40. I could see it. If it isn't as time of this video, you know what? I was wrong. But, you know, still, great dragon. As you know, with me, with Dragon, I love my dragons. They are the cream of the crop. And I'm glad those came in my super box and not something like a Treant and a... what is it? A Treant and some type of Black Dragon Rider. Because I was like, okay, the Black Dragon Rider would be cool, but like I want dragons. Because it's the war, the Shadow of the Dragon Queen war. Like this is the war where the dragons are kicking butt. We should have had more ballistas, more armament type things in here. Like every large piece should have been something like a dragon. What were they called? Something dragon blood things, like the dragon fire belcher, the green dragon blood, the black dragon executioners, the red dragon soldiers. Like we should have had more of those kind of things, or the draconians, since those are a thing. More of those, other than how we had the draconian battles or like troop set, and then like other stuff. We need more of those kind of things. We need things that are based on this set more than just going, here's a bunch of named human characters and then a horse. Like, oh cool, I got a war horse. Yeah, I got there's war horses and other sets and stuff that you could have made. Like you could have done supplementary sets or unpainted war horses, and that would have been better, because it'd be like what, 2 war horses instead of 1 in a pack. That takes up the place where you could have had something like the dragon bone ballista that shoots dragon bones, or like, I don't know, some type of human weapon like the chain ball dragon dropper or something. I don't know. I'm making up random names off the top of my head. I'm not, this is literally not scripted. I'm just coming up with crap off the top of my head. Or you know what, hold on. The dragon chain launcher. Boom. Shoots a like chain bola, dragon chain bola launcher. Boom. Shoots the bola, wraps the dragon up, falls to the ground. The soldiers then start stabbing and killing. Boom. Simple things like that. Those would have been cool. But not where we got like one cool piece, the gnome flinger. Love it. And then just like, oh, we're going to give you just 4 medium creatures. But I did get the eggs, so that's cool. And I definitely need it since I got some dragons. So yes, awesome. Would I recommend this set? With hesitation. Be certain you want some of the stuff from it, or just buy them separate. You might save money that way. Just get the things you want. Like this would be one of the things I'd want out of the set for sure. And I'm glad I got it. Anyway, guys, if you watched the whole video, I thank you very much. It's a long one. This one frustrated me. As you can see, I'm very mixed on it because I got dragons and a dragon egg and a cool dragon captain. But then like I got a bunch of human characters that are just kind of on the meh side. So was it worth like this big hype it was and the price of this thing originally when it came out in the set? Probably not. But oh well. I thank you very much. If you haven't done so, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Helps the channel grow. I always appreciate. If you got any comments, concerns, ideas, questions, or if you have your own opinions, or maybe you had a better draw than me and I'm just unlucky this time, throw it in the comments down below. I love to hear back from you people. Love to hear back from you, my lovely fans. And if you got any ideas for the future, go for it. If you, I don't know, if you want me to get away from WizKids and go towards more of the random models like Massive Darkness or Reaper Bones or Epic Encounters or some of the more third-party-esque models, you know, throw it at me there. Maybe you like those more than WizKids, because maybe WizKids is going down. I don't know. But guys, that's all I've got for you today. Have a great one, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.